Malaysia, a vibrant country in Southeast Asia, has a rich and complex history that dates back thousands of years. It is located on a strategic maritime route, making it a crucial point of connection between the East and the West. This prime location made it a crossroads for trade and cultural exchange for centuries, attracting merchants and explorers from all over the world. The Malay Peninsula, where Malaysia is situated, has a long and fascinating past, shaped by its unique geography and the diverse people who have called it home over the millennia. The Strait of Malacca, which separates the Malay Peninsula from the Indonesian island of Sumatra, has been a vital sea lane for centuries, serving as a gateway for maritime traffic. Traders from China, India and the Middle East sailed these waters, bringing with them not only goods but also rich cultural influences. They brought with them goods, ideas and influences that would shape the destiny of the region, leaving a lasting impact on its culture, traditions and way of life. The earliest inhabitants of the Malay Peninsula were indigenous groups. These groups lived as hunter-gatherers. Archaeological evidence suggests they were skilled craftspeople. They left behind pottery and tools. As trade routes developed, the Malay Peninsula became an important stopping point for merchants. Indian traders arrived in the early centuries AD. They established trading posts along the coast. These posts grew into prosperous towns. The Indians brought with them Hinduism and Buddhism. These religions spread among the local population. The Malay Peninsula was influenced by a succession of great civilizations, each leaving an indelible mark on the region's culture and history. Indian culture left a lasting impact. Hinduism and Buddhism flourished, shaping the spiritual and cultural landscape of the area. Temples were built and Indian artistic styles were adopted, blending seamlessly with local traditions. The influence of these religions is still visible today in festivals, rituals and architectural marvels. From China, traders brought porcelain, silk and Confucianism, enriching the local economy and cultural practices. The Chinese also established settlements along the coast, contributing to the region's diversity. They intermarried with the local population, creating a unique blend of cultures, traditions and cuisines. The arrival of Islam in the 14th century marked a turning point, introducing new religious and social dynamics. The Malacca Sultanate, centered in present-day Melaka, became a powerful trading empire and a center of Islamic learning, attracting scholars and traders from across the world. Islam spread rapidly throughout the region, bringing with it new laws, customs and ways of life which continue to influence Malaysian society today. Section 4. Colonial era, a pivotal period in the history of Malaysia. The arrival of European powers in the 16th century had a profound and lasting impact on the Malay Peninsula, shaping its future. The Portuguese were the first to arrive, capturing the strategic port city of Malacca in 1511, marking the beginning of European influence. The Dutch followed in the 17th century, wresting control of Malacca from the Portuguese and establishing their own dominance. The Dutch East India Company established numerous trading posts across the region. They were primarily interested in the lucrative spice trade, which was highly profitable at the time. The Dutch left the local sultans in place, allowing them to maintain some degree of autonomy. They preferred to exert their influence through trade and economic control rather than direct governance. In the 19th century, the British emerged as the dominant power in the region. The British established colonies and expanded their influence. These colonies were strategically located on the Malay Peninsula and the island of Borneo, enhancing their control. They introduced a comprehensive system of administration, which brought about significant changes. They also developed the infrastructure, including roads, railways and ports, to facilitate trade and movement. This period saw the growth of rubber and tin mining, which became major economic activities and contributed to the region's prosperity. Section 5. The road to independence. The desire for independence grew in the 20th century. World War II weakened the European powers. It also ignited nationalist sentiments. After the war, Britain granted independence to Malaya in 1957. Singapore, Sabah and Sarawak joined Malaya to form Malaysia in 1963. Singapore later separated from Malaysia in 1965. Section 6. Modern Malaysia, a tapestry of cultures. Today, Malaysia is a thriving, multi-ethnic, multi-religious nation. It has a rapidly growing economy. It is also a popular tourist destination. The country's rich history is reflected in its diversity. Malays, Chinese, Indians, and indigenous groups live side by side. This cultural tapestry is one of Malaysia's greatest strengths. Malaysia faces challenges such as economic inequality and ethnic tensions. However, its history of resilience and adaptation gives hope for a bright future.